If you want to spend more time jumping and doing tricks, then you should learn to ride upwind as fast as possible. That way you'll spend less time riding upwind and more time having a good time. With a few small adjustments to your technique, you'll become an upwind master. Let's look at these two upwind tacks for example. In tack A, I'm trying my best to ride aggressively upwind at 38 kilometers per hour as measured by the SURFR app on my Apple Watch. Assuming that the true wind comes from here, I'm sailing 76 degrees from the true wind. You could also say that I'm riding upwind by 14 degrees. In tack B, I'm trying my best to ride aggressively upwind at 23 kilometers per hour as measured by the SURFR app on my Apple Watch. Assuming that the true wind comes from here, I'm sailing 57 degrees from the true wind. You could also say that I'm riding upwind by 33 degrees. Now that's 19 degrees further upwind. It's important to note that the wind direction didn't change significantly between these clips, and these clips were filmed just 1 minute apart. Looking at these clips side by side, it's clear that the technique in tack B is advantageous. Before I give you the technique to ride upwind most efficiently, let's look at why tack B is better for getting upwind fast. So when we're kiting, we're dealing with two winds. The true wind, which is the wind that's already blowing without us doing anything, and the induced wind, which is the wind that we create by moving through air particles. Just like when you're driving your car on a windless day and you put your hand out the window, you feel wind on your hand. And the faster you drive, the more induced wind you create. These two winds combined, the true wind and the induced wind, create our apparent wind. Now your kite positions itself relative to the apparent wind. The faster you ride, the greater your induced wind gets, and the more your apparent wind shifts from the true wind, resulting in your kite pulling you further away from the true wind. In other words, you won't go upwind as fast as possible. Look at the difference in leading edge direction in tack A versus tack B. So the trick to riding upwind fast is actually to ride slowly. You need to start by getting your riding speed up to about 20 kilometers per hour. So that the kite is producing a decent amount of lift. Then you need to lean back in your harness, sheet the bar out until you feel the sweet spot so that the kite can fly towards the edge of the window. Take your front hand off the bar, allowing you to open your chest and shoulders up to face aggressively upwind. Almost straighten your front leg, bend your back leg, and in so doing, shift your weight onto the back of your board, using it as a rudder to drive you upwind. In short, twist aggressively upwind and ride slowly. Now I suggest using the SURFR app to measure your speed as you ride. You probably already know that the SURFR app has excellent jump measurement using only your smartwatch, whether it's an Android, Apple Watch, or even Garmin watch. What you might not know is that you can see your live speed on your watch or get onboard coaching. With onboard coaching on the watch, you can see the height of your latest jump as well as your approach speed on that jump, which can help you dial in the optimum speed to jump as high as possible. I'll put a video link in the description showing you how you can enable these features on your watch. I highly recommend getting the SURFR app. You can get a free 2-week trial to SURFR Pro using the link below. Now guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've got anything to say, I'll see you in the comments. Otherwise, I made another video for you and you can watch that one over here. I think you're gonna love it. And please help me reach 1 million subs by smashing the subscribe button over here. I'm sweating my balls off for you here in Bali, so I hope you appreciate it. Muchos besos and adios.